Joining us from Capitol Hill is New Jersey Congressman Scott Garrett. Congressman Garrett is a member of the House Financial Services Committee. He has proposed a select committee on bailouts. We welcome him to the program. Congressman Garrett, so glad you could join us.
Thank you.
You were just taking a hectic day. You were just on the phone, is that right, with Ben Bernanke, Hank Paulson. Is there new information we should know about?
We have those phone calls all the time. It's nothing unusual. I'm just kidding. As far as new information coming out, basically they outlined their general outline of the proposal that's going here, not so much on what you were just talking about previously on the program regarding the money market funds and that sort of thing, although that's an important element of it as well. It was an opportunity for the Congress to begin to be involved in this whole process to a greater extent than in the past.
What do you think? I mean, is the Congress going to pass the plan that Bernanke and Paulson have laid out?
Well, you know, I was just at a AEI conference this morning talking about a potential solution to this liquidity problem, which is a bill that I have in on covered bonds. And at that time, I said if we could only move things quickly to get this covered bond legislation going through Congress, well, lo and behold, of course, this all panned out as well. I never put it past anyone in Congress to slow things down as much as they want to, or in some case, speed things along as fast as they want to. And we certainly have history to prove us that back in July when the administration asked for us to do the Barney Frank's bill to tie to the bailout for the GSEs.
Now, we've heard that there could be a vote as early as Tuesday. I know you were just talking about the pacing in D.C. Does this jive with what you've heard or what you're leading?
Tuesday, well, I've heard Wednesday. But let me just say this about on the pacing. Congress does want to be involved in the discussion. This is a monumental turning point time for the United States in the financial system. Congress, members of the House, do not want to be sidelines or after the fact on these discussions. So what that means is that we need to have hearings, at least a hearing on this matter, which we really didn't have when we did the GSE bailout, as you recall. We want to have some advance notice, the proverbial in-the-weeds detail, as some people put it, going into it, so we have something in hand that can discuss it intelligently. And that's all done for the legitimate reason that Congress has should have a proper role in an important matter like this.
What do you think, I mean, about what we've heard anyway, is that Bernanke laid out the plan and Paulson really convinced sort of the powers that be that this plan had to be enacted. Is that what you've heard as well? Yeah,
generally speaking, that's a good way to characterize it. In much the same way, I guess you could say that's happened 2 or 3 times in the past, back when the Bear Stearns situation, you know, always go back to there. The Bear Stearns situation, the Fed saying, we have to do this, otherwise X. The GSE situation, we have to do this, otherwise X. The one little problem that runs into this, of course, is if you do go back in time, if you look at the GSE situation, or rather the Bear Stearns situation, they said, if we don't intervene right now, you could have calamity. You could have, like, the largest insurer in the country fold. You could have the GSEs fold. You could have Merrill Lynch and companies like that be merged out. You could have 140-year-old companies just disappear. Well, lo and behold, we did intervene and interfere, if you will, however you want to characterize it in the market, and all those things happened anyway. So at this point, to go to your first question, that's why Congress wants to play a hand here.
Let me ask you quickly here. Yeah. There is just some chatter that maybe other parts of legislation could be added to the package that's going to go before Congress. I mean, could a plan die on the vine because of too much extras?
That is a very real possibility. You know, you're talking to me, I'm a Republican. I'm in the minority. The Democrats control the House. Nancy Pelosi is the Speaker of the House. When any bill gets listed, if it's on the agenda, it's her say-so. And so she really should be the one that's taking the lead as far as the House is concerned to say that here's the idea, here's the bill, and we're going to shepherd it through. But she is also in the position as well to say that she wants her stimulus package added to it. She has some other provisions as far as the auto bailout as well. She's in the driver's seat on some of those things, so we'll have to see where she comes down on those points.
Do you think it's likely that it's going to be too padded? I know you're saying I should really be asking her, but I'm just asking you what you anticipate.
Well, what I anticipate is that there'll be a lot of pushing initially from that side of the aisle because they have their own concerns within their conference. And there'll be a push, and maybe some agreements will be made on the other side. But at the end of the day, if they really want to get this done, to go to your first question, it really has to be a stripped-down bill just dealing with this situation.
Congressman Garrett, we thank you very much. Congressman Scott Garrett Republican from New York.